Hello, this is Jake from the Corona team, and in the next few minutes you'll be able to use Corona Decals to easily add graphics, potholes, road markings and surface imperfections to any objects in your scene. So a decal is an object that we can add to our scene, and when we apply material to it, that material is going to get projected onto any object it's facing. We can create a Corona decal from the Corona menu, and if we select Corona decal, you can see that that's been created. And if we apply material to it, we can see that in our viewport and in our interactive render. And we can scale, rotate, and move within the viewport to get them placed exactly how we want. We can adjust the size of the decal using the height and the width parameters. Or use this handy fit to bitmap button, and this will match the aspect ratio to a bitmap. The depth limit is going to change the depth of the bounding box and in turn the depth of the projection. Under mask source we can control the opacity, and if we choose from material, then the opacity is going to come from the material's opacity map. And if we want to use a map that's independent from the material, we can select from map, select a bitmap, and the opacity will come from this map. And now I'll unhide this car graphic, and you can see that this is now applied to everything within its bounding box. And we can use this max angle limit to change at what angle the decal is applied. So currently at 180, it's applied to back faces as well. And if we bring this down to 90, we can see that it's removed from any back faces. So the angle limit will change the direction of the decal's projection. There is also an option for max angle blur to ease the blending of the edge of the angle limit. And if we make this 50%, we can see that this edge is now less refined. So we might not want to have our decal applied to everything within its bounding box. So using the exclude eyedropper, we can exclude objects from receiving the decal. So an obvious part to exclude would be the ground. And if I turn on the wireframe, we can see I've broken the car mesh into two. And the purple represents the area that I want my decal and the green I do not. So we can exclude the main car, and now the decal is not being projected onto the main car. As well as being able to move, rotate and scale decals, we can also copy and paste them. We can stack up as many decals as we like. So if I unhide this side strip, we can see that appear. And if I unhide this logo, we can see that appear on top. And if we unhide these tire marks and this white line, we can see that the road markings appear above the tire marks. So we can easily change the order of the decals by changing the height. And now the tire marks appear above the road markings. Displacement is also supported, making this a really powerful tool, meaning that we can add depth to cracks and potholes by just having a displacement map plugged into our material. Adding surface details and imperfections was considered going the extra mile, reserved for people with the time and know-how. But decals in Corona make this process simple. And as we can see, you can get pretty creative with decals, so I look forward to seeing what you come up with, and check out our other videos to start exploring what Corona can do for you.